guys, happy Friday. I've been reading a lot of my favorite books this week, and this one is very special to me. My great grandmother used to read it to me. I had to pick it out every time I went to visit her. It's called The Little White Duck and His Friends by Barbara Hazen. A little white duck lived on a pond on a lily pad. He was very glad to live in such a nice lily pad. He lived there with two friends, a little green frog and a little black bug. Together they swam, together they ate, and together they played hide and seek among the lilies. Together they sang on moonlit nights. The duck quacked, the frog glucked, and the little black bug made cheerful little chirps. The three friends always watched out for one another, in dry spells and during snowstorms, and when sleet peppered their pond. Sticking together was especially important because of the little red snake who lived in the water weeds on the opposite side of the pond. The snake spent his days wriggling and wiggling and thinking up ways to catch a little duck or a frog or a little black bug for his supper. One day, while the little white duck was bobbing for breadcrumbs in the water, the snake thought of a way. "Aha," hissed he, "I'll disguise myself. I'll cover my back with moss and sprinkle the moss with breadcrumbs. When the duck sees me in the water, he'll think I'm a floating ready-made dinner. He'll bite and I'll strike." Right away, the snake set to work on his disguise. Then the snake slid into the water. Closer and closer he floated toward the little white duck, who had waddled to the shore. The little white duck looked up. "Breadcrumbs! How tasty!" he quacked. He was about to take a bite when suddenly there was a very loud glump. Up from the water jumped a little green frog. He had been swimming under the water, and he had seen the little red snake. The little white duck flapped his wings and flew away just in time. The next day, the snake thought of a way to catch the little green frog for supper. He took his old skin, the one he had outgrown in the spring, and he rubbed it with grass until it was stained a frog-like green. Then the little red snake tied the skin to the top of a stick and stuck the bottom of the stick in the ground. He then hid behind a rock, and he watched and waited. Exactly what the snake hoped for happened. The little green frog, sitting on his lily pad, saw what he thought was another little green frog stuck on top of a stick. "Probably hopped too high," croaked the little green frog. "How horrible! I must go help him at once." Ignoring the warning quacks and chirps of his friends, the little green frog leapt from his lily pad. "I'm coming," he croaked as he swam to the opposite side of the pond. "And I'm here," hissed the little red snake as the frog hopped onto the very rock the snake was hiding behind. "Hiss ho, hiss he! I fooled you," the little red snake said with glee. Then he coiled and curled around the little green frog. Tighter and tighter the snake squeezed. "Surely this is the end," thought the little green frog. "Goodbye, good friends." But suddenly there was a loud buzzing in the air. Bees by the thousands buzzed the little red snake. Battalions of beetles pinched his sides, and a whole squadron of mosquitoes attacked him. The little red snake was stung, pinched, and buzzed. "I give up," he hissed as he slithered back into the water. The little green frog was free. "How can I thank you?" said the frog to the little black bug. "That's what friends are for," said the little black bug modestly. That night, the three tired friends fell fast asleep on the lily pad. No one kept watch, which was just what the little red snake wanted. Silently, in the dark of the night, he swam out to the lily pad. Then, zip quick, before anyone could quack or croak or do anything, the snake's tongue flicked out of the water. With one flip, he snatched the little black bug and swallowed him. The little green frog leapt away, and the little white duck flew away. In the morning, when the frog and the duck met again, they missed the little black bug. So they decided to do something. "After all," said the duck, "that's what friends are for." "I have an idea," said the little white duck. He led the frog to the water weeds where the little red snake lived. By now, the snake was in his pit, sleeping soundly. The little white duck plucked one of his tail feathers and began to tickle the snake on his stomach. Like a spring unwinding, the snake suddenly uncoiled, hissed, hiccuped, and coughed up the little black bug, who was far more frightened than hurt. Quickly, the snake slid into the water, thinking he was about to be stung again. The three friends, the little white duck, the little green frog, and the little black bug, went back to their lily pad, and never were three friends so glad to be home. Quack, glump, chirp. The end. Hiss, the little red snake is still wriggling and wiggling and thinking up ways to catch them. The end. I hope you guys enjoyed my story. If you have a suggestion for a great book for me to read next week, let me know in the comments. Have a great weekend.